Good day, my dear listeners. My name is James Abiono, your program Executive Intelligence. Here we give executive expressions to our intellectual capacity, spiritual capacity, leadership capacity, and emotional capacity. I'm the CEO of JFK Abiono Consultancy Limited, and we've been talking about the prerequisite on how you can start a multi-million naira project with zero kobo. Like I told you, it's not money you need to start a business, it's a business idea you need to make money. Now, we've been talking about this prerequisite, and we said several things. Now, we want to talk about the issue of time. Actually, we know America for liberty, for freedom. We know Israel for security, and we know Great Britain for time management. The tiny island colonized the whole 1 billion India, colonized Nigeria. Now, do you know that time is very important? You know, because I've never seen any rich man that doesn't have respect for time. Neither have I ever seen any poor man that respects time. In fact, I've come to notice that rich men, they spend money to save time, while poor men spend time to save money. Yes, rich people spend money to save time, while the poor men spend time to save money. And you know, your respect for time is a prediction of your financial future. Do you know why God gave us 60 seconds of the minute and 60 minutes of 1 hour? Do you know why God gave us 24 hours of the day, 7 days of the week, and then 4 weeks of the month, 28, 29, 30 or 31 days of the month, 12 months of the year, 10 years of a decade, 100 years of a century, and 1,000 years of a millennium? You know why? Time is mathematical. Only the few that calculate themselves to success actually succeed. You need to understand that the time you have, you can't manage it. All you need is self-mastery. All you need is to take your time to build up yourself to maximize the moment, because nobody actually can beat time at it. Time goes as a fast machine. Nobody can meet up with it. But if you can deploy time to your advantage by becoming a master craftsman on your job, if you can become a captain of your field, knowing what to do per time, then you will become a master of time. And then, as one of the prerequisites of starting a multi-millionaire project zero kobo, you can actually start the journey to starting a multi-millionaire project zero kobo. Now, before we close now on this topic, I want you to remember again that you can only invest time. That is, you can only build capacity to invest in yourself before you can do any other thing out there. I'll talk more about this after this time out. Thank you very much.
These people are not perfect, yet they are successful. JFK Consult Limited presents 100 Outstanding Entrepreneurs in Nigeria. This book is a thought revolution about 100 Nigerians who have broken limits in their personal lives and businesses through their dogged determination, personal responsibility, integrity, and focus. Read their personal stories, know their trade secrets, and get ready to discover yourself and pursue your personal dreams. 100 Outstanding Entrepreneurs in Nigeria. Well researched, well written, and excellent print work. Written by James Abiono and forward by Pastor Sam Adeyemi. Call 08034959205 to get your copy now. You can also visit www.jfkconsult.com. Money is not what you need to do business. What you need is an idea to make money.
Welcome back on your program Executive Intelligence. We've been talking about the basic things you need to know before you can start a multi-millionaire project with zero kobo. And like I always remind you, it's not money you need to start a business, it's a business idea you need to make money. Now I want to show us another dimension, another thing you need to practice if you want to start a multi-millionaire project zero kobo. You need to shift your paradigm. You need a paradigm shift. What is a paradigm? It's a way of thinking. It's a mold. A paradigm is like a mold. With one mold, several mugs can be created, for example. A mold is fixed. A mold is a pattern already perfectly fixed. But if you have a wrong mold for a wrong value under a wrong system, you get a wrong result. So we need to shift our paradigm from lack to abundance, We need to shift our paradigm from the type of friendship we keep to the type of friendship that we really need for now. Because as you move, like I told you, when I hang out with my friends, I usually feel like a nurse in the doctor's convention. Because why? I desire to metamorphosize, to become doctor one day. So I refuse to be a one-eye king in the city of the blind. I listen to people that will challenge my thinking. That means you need to shift your paradigm. You need to stop fishing for sharks in shallow waters. You need to come from your local league and come to the Premiership. You need to understand that at the time of your life, you need to upgrade. So a paradigm shift is a shift from the former way to the new way. It's a shift from scarcity mindset to abundance. For example, a man one day was like, a very good example of paradigm shift was a man took he entered the first class cabin of a train. And he entered this first class cabin with all 3 children of his. And he sat down, looking so sad. And these little children began to misbehave, disturbing everybody at the first class cabin of this train. And people called him to order. Say, sir, please, your children are just making noise. Please put them into order. The man just came back. Actually, I'm sorry, we just coming from the hospital where I lost my wife, who is their mother. Everybody just shifted from hatred to love. This was a man just a few seconds ago. The kids were irritating them, and all of a sudden, everybody began to, had compassion for them. What happened? That was a paradigm shift. The same way, you need to have some encounter. Don't wait for an encounter to happen to you. Meet an encounter. Move from where you are, where you have a shallow thought, and go to a place whereby your thought can be challenged. That means that you need to move out of your shell. You need to leave that little city. It's not every time you need to buy Coke for 60 naira, for God's sake. Sometimes you need to go to an hotel where you buy a bottle of Coke for 700 naira. In such a place, you have a magnetic field. And your magnetic field is taken now to an environment whereby the people that have stronger and more valuable and more expensive magnetic field, you mix with them, and I'm telling you, with your 700 naira, you can stay there for hours. And you have a very good book in your hand, you read. By the time you leave such a place back to your one room, back to your village, it will shock you that you are not the same person who left. So therefore, we need a paradigm shift. I will talk more about this after this time out. Thank you very much.
Nigeria is a huge place of opportunities, but you need eyes to see it. Do you know you can start a multi-million naira project with zero kobo? Do you also know you can work to learn rather than work to earn? Get your eyes open and take yourself and your organization to the next level. Get the right knowledge and information that will push you and your organization forward. Get in touch with JFK Abiona Consultancy Limited, the #1 coaching company that is committed to helping people locate their core competence and empower them with empirical information, thus acting as a bridge from where they are to their next level. Let your eyes be open. Call JFK Abiona Consultancy Limited on 080-3495-9205. Money is not what you need to do business. What you need is an idea to make money.
Welcome back on your program Executive Intelligence, where we give executive expression to our intellectual capacities. Now, I was talking about time management, time sensitivity, and I said rich men spend money to save time while poor men spend time to save money. Now, let's go into another very important prerequisite on how you can start a multi-millionaire project, Zero Kobo, and that's we want to talk about branding. You need to brand yourself. You need to learn how to wear a different color of shirts, even in the midst of multitude. For example, in my family, you can't see us in uniform. Even if you sew the same clothes, we don't wear it the same day, just because we celebrate our individual uniqueness. Now, branding is creating a niche for yourself. Branding means that you decided to do it in another way. Look at, I put my wristwatch on the right. Others put theirs on the left. It's intentional. I didn't put this wristwatch on my right hand mistakenly. No, it's deliberate. Why? I like to wear a different color of shirt. I like to separate myself from the crowd. I like to go a little step further than my colleagues. I like to put an extra in what I'm doing, because I've come to find out if you are going to stand out, you have to know one thing you are good at, and you have to carve a niche for yourself around it. Branding begins from your mind. Branding, you don't need so much money to brand. You only need to just understand that you are a special breed. And as a special breed, you are willing to give it what it takes. Another thing I like about branding is this. When you are consistent at doing what you know how to do, and you are learning new skill, branding gives you excellence. Because excellence is the minimum requirement in the school of success. For you to have a global relevance, for you to be able to compete with other people abroad, you must brand yourself. You must go for excellence. And like I said, excellence has become the minimum requirement in the school of success. Somebody was, telling Michael Jackson the other time that you like to do your thing exceptionally. And he said that is the personal character in him. He doesn't want anything done haphazardly. He likes excellence. And there is a guy, when he comes on stage, some people will faint just because, and he doesn't really dance another way. He has a way he dances. But lo and behold, it became relevant even for ages. Why? It's because he improves on himself on a daily basis. My dear viewers, one thing you have to do is this. You don't need to do everything, but you need to do one thing, and you need to do it so well. And you must not compromise. Finally, you need to know one thing, that the value of any material, it's in its universal appeal. That is, if you are a millionaire in Nigeria, you must remain a millionaire when you cross the border. You don't become a millionaire in Nigeria and cross the border and you become a thousandaire or thereabout. So whatever you use here, whatever you deploy, whatever you're doing, when you cross the border, you must remain a champion, or else you'll just be a one-eyed king in the city of the blind. I'll join you again to share more with you on how you can start a multi-millionaire project, Zero Kobo. Don't forget, it's not money you need to start a business. It's a business idea you need to make money. I'll see you shortly. Thank you.